What's good, y'all? Today is a chilly October morning. I'm on a run and I wanted to talk about spirituality and depression, the truth about them. They're mutually exclusive, but they're interchangeable because it's something that I'm experiencing. About a couple of days ago, I felt like I was really depressed and anxious, and for some reason I've made a complete 180. Not completely sure why, but all of a sudden I feel very ambitious and I feel like I want to work towards my goals with YouTube and have a good fall time and then a good fall trip for shrooms in November. So basically, the truth about depression is that it's not going to last forever. Now, it definitely feels like that when you're in it. When you're in a depressive episode or a rut, you just feel like, oh man, like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna get out of this. I don't know if I'm ever going to feel the same way I did before when I was actually happy. Now, that in itself is self-sabotage thinking, and that's what kind of brings you down a bit and brings your vibration down. And sometimes you have to try to learn how to combat that. And one way for me to combat that is to try to look forward to something, not too far in advance, but look forward to something that's coming soon. And just try to make plans and try to keep yourself maintained and balanced. Just take care of yourself and just do your general self-care routines. Try to eat healthy. Try not to do anything that'll make you feel even worse. Although I know it's easier said than done, because I definitely been through it. I'll start eating unhealthy. I'll isolate myself. But one thing that you can definitely do is try to hang out with a friend or talk to a family member, talk to somebody. Now for spirituality, this is the other side of the spectrum. When you're depressed, sometimes you won't feel spiritual. You might stop meditating for a while and you're just like, God damn, like how do I get out of this? Like, I don't know. I don't even want to meditate. And then also meditating just doesn't feel like it's doing anything for you. At least for me anyways. This is subjective to me, but this might be what other people experience too. And for spirituality, once you start feeling more spiritual again, you emerge out of your depressive episode, you feel like you're coming out of it and you're no longer depressed. You feel very spiritual, you feel connected to everything. But when you're depressed, you're not really connected to anything at all. You don't even understand what the spirit world was like or how to experience it at all. You don't know what superstition is like anymore. You forget what it was like to be connected to nature. You forget how to do anything spiritual, how to even feel the same way that you once did. When it comes to a spiritual awakening, it's really hard to heal from that. Now, some might think that, oh, a spiritual awakening, that means you're finally connected to everything. You're finally realizing like, wow, this world is a total lie and it's totally beneficial. Now, it's beneficial for sure, but it can be detrimental to your physical and mental health because it's something that brings up trauma, and it's something that requires you to have to make a progressive effort to actually heal from your past trauma and to heal from the things that you realize were complete lies in this world. And for me, that's something that I definitely have struggled with. Being spiritual is not easy. You have to constantly work on it, and when you don't really focus or pay attention to it, you'll start feeling depressed because of unresolved emotions that never get addressed. This is why spirituality and depression are interchangeable, but they're mutually exclusive. They don't happen together. And if they do, that means you're already kind of in the top tier, because when you're feeling depressed over something, it's usually in a natural situation where you might lose a loved one, and that's completely okay to feel depressed, but you're working through it spiritually. It's difficult for a lot of people to do that. For me, I don't really have just a whole lot of trauma going on, but it's just this lack of purpose and desire and commitment. And because of that lack of purpose, desire, and commitment, I felt depressed for a while, and it was hard for me to meditate through. It was hard for me to get through it. But just take this as a message that if you're feeling depressed, it's not going to last forever. It's going to end someday, and then you can take control of yourself. There's things that you can control, there's things that you can't control. Focus on the things that you can control, and when you do that, you'll have a positive result. So Alex from PSYCHONAUT Visions signing out.